You open YouTube to do comprehensible input, and 30 minutes later, you're watching something completely unrelated. And that's not even really your fault. That's just how YouTube is designed. YouTube wants to keep you on their platform, whether you're watching language learning content or brain rot. YouTube was never built for language learning. It distracts you with suggested videos. There's no built-in system to figure out how difficult content is, and there's no way to track your time. And a lot of people have felt this. That's why Dreaming Spanish became so popular. But if you're not learning Spanish or French, you're kind of on your own. What's going on, guys? My name's Nick. I'm fluent in Spanish, and I created a platform called Lengualytics. I built it about 5 months ago to solve this exact problem. Most people think the problem on YouTube is just distraction, but it's really not. The real issue is that YouTube isn't a language learning system. It's a content platform. It has no concept of progression, no concept of level, and no concept of consistency for language learners. So even if you're motivated, or even if you're disciplined, you're still relying on an algorithm that fundamentally doesn't want the same thing that you do. And I've seen this pattern over and over again. When I post about Lengualytics on Reddit, I see the same complaints in every post I make. YouTube sucks for discovering comprehensible input content. In 2026, who the hell knows what happened, but now YouTube search just shows you 3 results that you actually searched for, and the rest are literally just videos it was trying to pitch you on the homepage. YouTube doesn't know you're looking for content in your target language. It just shows you whatever it wants you to watch, and you might have to click those videos before you even find out they're not in the correct language. There's also no great way to know how hard a video is before you watch it, because the ratings are done usually by the people making the videos, and native speakers are not the best judges of how hard their videos are. You have all these channels called Easy Spanish, Easy French, Easy German, and those videos are hard. Like, those are native level videos sometimes, so calling them easy in the channel name is a bit misleading. Not that those aren't great channels, those are great channels. There's also no way of tracking time. Watching content on YouTube is super unstructured. You have no way of knowing where you are, how you should be doing, or what people around your level are generally watching. So naturally in 2026, we're seeing people with web development backgrounds try to solve this problem, but I see that a lot of them go wrong in specific areas. People have created curated platforms, static libraries, where basically they go to YouTube, they find some videos, they difficulty rate the content themselves, they add some tags themselves, but the issue with that is the system isn't going to grow fast enough for the learners. One single person doesn't have the time nor the abilities to add and rate content for every single language. That's why Langualytics is based around crowdsourcing and AI categorization. That's why we can support having hundreds of resources being added to the site every single day. Instead of me manually adding and rating content, users paste URLs from what they're already watching to track their time. All of those entries are aggregated into a shared pool, creating a sortable, filterable library of videos you can watch on the platform. For things that are easy to categorize, like tags and dialect, I use AI. But for things that require a bit more human taste, I basically ask for the opinion of the people who are using the platform. And with that, one single person, me, is able to run this platform without doing any manual curation myself. The entire platform is built on users who are simply tracking their time. So what actually changes when you move away from YouTube? Instead of opening up YouTube and trying to figure everything out for yourself, you open up a platform where everything's already organized for you. You pick your language, you pick your level, and you just start watching. Every video is tagged with difficulty, topic, dialect, so you know exactly what's right for you without any of that guesswork. And as you watch, your time is tracked automatically. So instead of guessing whether or not you're improving, you can actually see the hours you're putting in. By default, your time isn't committed until you press the calendar clock button, but if you'd prefer to do the whole Dreaming Spanish auto time tracking method, the site supports that as well. It's just an option in settings. And as I said, I'm a big fan of the Duolingo model in practice, which is why there's tons of gamification to keep you feeling like you're progressing even when the method is feeling a bit slow, which inevitably happens for all of us. There's badges you can win, there's coins you can collect, and there's a leaderboard between friends to compete with other people on the platform. I've always said the strength of traditional learning is the structure. You get a course, you open it up, you complete the course, you go to the next lesson. It's a very simple and managed system that really helps you feel like you're progressing. The Duolingo app, for as much shit as I give it, is actually a great app. You open it up, it's fun, and it feels like you're progressing. The only issue is it's not actually getting you more fluent in the language you're trying to learn. Comprehensible input is exactly the opposite. It works, but it doesn't come with a structured system by default. You have to find content that you want to watch, you have to make sure it's at your level, and you have to track your time. And most average people aren't going to commit to a language learning system unless they have some roadmap telling them what they can expect if they do it. What you need isn't a different method, you need a system that gives comprehensible input structure, so you can know your level, so you can know what to watch next. Once I had that, once I was given the roadmap by Dreaming Spanish, I felt less like I was bouncing around, and I felt more like I was building to something real. That's what Dreaming Spanish did so well. Pablo didn't say, hey, I made a bunch of Spanish comprehensible input videos, watch a bunch of these, and eventually you'll become fluent. He said, no, come to my website, I'll give you the basic idea of where you should be, what videos you should be watching, and a roadmap to show you, how it should feel in each step of the process. That's why Langualytics borrows so much from the Dreaming Spanish system, and it's also the reason to this day I'm Pablo's only follower on GitHub. Sorry guys, I got a little bit too tired to finish that take. But if you're interested in trying out the platform, the link is always in the description, and I'm going to put a video right here, and that video is going to be about exactly what I did in the beginning when I just started with comprehensible input and nothing made sense. Check it out if you want something else to watch. I will see you in the next video.